Okay, so the three Logitech mice, the G302, G502 and G402. I've reviewed each one separately now, so I just want to give my overall thoughts on all three and which one I'd buy or for which purpose anyway. So G302 is clearly my favorite mouse. It's got the coolest lights, not that I really care about that, but it's more just the fact that the shape is so good to hold. One thing you'll notice that these have all got, I don't know if I can show you on the camera, but all very curved. This one doesn't, and the reason that's good is, like, even though logically you'd think, oh yeah, that's the shape of the hand, you want to do that, you actually want to counter that shape by having that outer edge, because that allows you to grip it. I don't know if I've actually made myself clear, but if you follow the contour of the hand, you're not actually gripping anything with that part of the hand. Look, I just see that? I can actually grip that just slides off. So it's counterintuitive, but it's actually correct. This is the right shape to have. You want a bigger back on the mouse that you can grip and just fits in the hand beautifully, perfect. So aiming wise, this is amazing. I can use sniper weapons, I can track, projectile, I can flick, and I feel like I can aim it. The build, look, the materials aren't all that great, but the grip is amazing, like the actual shape of it, the size, the balance, the look, everything is really good on this mouse physically. It just needs better materials on the side there. Like, I'd like this sort of grippy sort of surface that Logitech have come up with. And actually this one's really nice too. Love that material. You won't be able to see it, but right there, just feels really good. Rubbery, I'm not even sure what it is. It just feels good. So if they added all those sorts of things to this, and of course I know they've fixed up the lateral stability on the G303 and allowed us to change the lights, all I'd want is a nicer mouse wheel, nicer materials on top and on the sides, those extra features on the 303, and this would probably be my perfect mouse. Oh, and a nice braided cable would be good too. But other than that, like, these are small problems. It is a cheap mouse. All I'm saying is, for the perfect mouse, I would like an updated version of this one. Moving on to the G502. This is my favorite mouse to use just feature-wise because it's got the awesome scroll wheel. And just the changing of the DPIs and here, and you've got 3 profiles and all that. It's the best multi-purpose mouse. It's probably overkill though. Other than the mouse wheel, actually even that's overkill. Everything is overkill on this mouse, and that's what makes it so fun. You don't really need the weights, but they're a nice bonus, but this mouse is too heavy. So although I've given it a high rating, a high rating if you're using it in Windows and all that, it's no good for first person shooters because it is too big and heavy and clunky, and you just cannot flick this thing. It's probably fine in all the other games though. I haven't had a problem with it. It's just Quake being my main game, so this one is amazing for Quake. This one is not, but if I wasn't playing Quake, I'd probably go with this one. This, if you have a bigger hand, say this is too small, even though I say smaller mice are easier to aim with, if you do have a bigger hand and that's too small, then this is probably the better option because it's a light version of this. So when you pick that up, it weighs almost nothing. You pick this up, it weighs a ton. So this one's probably better for that. But that said, it's just got a few things that I don't really like. Just kind of awkward. But that said, for the price and all that, it's still a great mouse. All 3 of these have really good sensors in them. I can't make them spin out. So they're all good in their own right. This I would buy if this is too small for you, but again, I recommend small mice depending on your hand size. This is a 19cm hand, so from there to top of the middle finger. I recommend this size, and maybe even if you have 21cm, 20cm maybe. After that, I don't know, I can't really guess. But this is the alternative. But if you're just going into casual games and want a bit of a fun mouse, and I mean the clicks are loud and all that, but they're comfortable. The buttons are comfortable. You sometimes click those by accident, they're a bit too big. But having the scroll wheel is a lot of fun in Windows and all that. It might be a novelty that wears off, so keep that in mind. But for fun, this mouse, for FPS, or first person shooters, if you are unable to get your hand on that one, then yeah, I could go with this one. But personally, I'd probably rather get a Death Adder or something, or wait for the new Razer MOBA Tournament Edition, or if you want wireless, you can get that too. But that would probably be a better mouse in that regard. That said, if you're moving on from the MX500 series, this is the mouse for you, because that's the shape you like. It's the same design pretty much, it's just a new version as far as I can tell. Don't quote me on that, but check out some other reviews on it. That's what I think this mouse is, and that's how I think the mouse is for. But overall, as a random new mouse, like if you're just gonna buy one and start getting into games and all that and trying to play well, I would recommend this. This is the most competitive of the lot. Despite the better materials on this one and the bells and whistles and all that, and the better materials on this too, this one's still the best. It's my favorite. It's the one I started with out of a lot of them, and I just bought these as afterthoughts. So that's my recommendation. G302. I would get the G303 now though, because it does have the extra colors in the LED and the extra pads down here, because that's rocking. Like, I'm not actually lifting that off the desk. So that's one minor flaw, but again, I haven't actually had any trouble with that in games or anything. It's just, you know, why wouldn't you want a more stable mouse just in case? Can't imagine why not. So that's my recommendation. And for any readers out there of modern fantasy, I do have a free ebook to download of my series The Heroes Fall. Just follow the links below to Smashwords or the main website and grab your copy too. Set in World War IV, crazy battles, lots of superpowers, all the epic stuff. Go check it out. Thanks for watching, and of course, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, catch you in the next video.